So welcome to our 5th grade play. So in Waldorf schools all over the nation and really all over the world, having an annual class play is a tradition that happens. And it's so valuable, I think, because there's so much that goes into doing this. And as the students get older, they really take more and more responsibility for doing it themselves. And they have such an incredible experience of working together and collaborating and everyone having to kind of take their part to create something really beautiful and special. And it also requires them to really throw themselves into the practice and the work. And we've really only been working on this for a week and a half, and they've really done that. So I'm really proud of their work, and I hope that you all enjoy Jason and the Argonauts.
And weave in words a tale to represent the godlike heroes of antiquity. Before Odysseus traversed the seas on journey home to his Penelope, before his wooden horse passed through the gates of Troy to put King Priam's realm to flame, before brave Achilles was brought to heel, or Hercules his labors long endured, there came the greatest adventure of them all. It is the story of the Argos quest, and the baleful challenge of King Peleus, and how a lowly shepherd earned a crown. With your imagination cast a spell, and grant me time this deathless tale to tell, of seas traversed and monstrous creatures fought, by Jason, the courageous Argonaut!
It all started in Thessaly, in ancient times, when the kingdom of Iolcus was ruled by King Peleus, with his daughters Alcestis and Asteropia by his side. Peleus was a proud but vengeful and suspicious man, one who sat uneasily upon his throne. Metaphorically speaking, of course. He sat uneasily upon his throne because he'd come to it by foul means, and further, he was haunted by 2 vexing prophecies, that his kingdom would fall to a man wearing only 1 sandal,
which is why I've decreed that all shoes must be sold in pairs.
Clever, Dad.
and that he would die in the hands of those who shared his blood.
Which is why I've had all my relatives killed.
Except for us.
Of course, I'm not going to be murdered by my own daughters.
Knock it off!
Yet, Peleus had ruled Iolcus for many years, and neither prophecy had come true. So he gave little thought to such things. But time was coming when the fates would arise from their slumber. For unnoticed to this evil king, there was a boy of his family's blood, a long-forgotten boy, who had spent his childhood years on the faraway slopes of Mount Pelion, and who was soon to hear the call of manhood and his destiny.
Jason! There you are, my lad. Did you not hear me call? Lost in your studies, eh? That's a fine place to be.
Chiron, you're the smartest horse I know. Perhaps you can explain something to me.
Not a horse, Jason. We've been over this. I'm a centaur, one of the ancient race, the mystical beings.
I've been reading this book, The History of Thessaly.
I knew someday you would find that book.
It says here that Cretheus was the king of Iolcus, and when he grew old, he named his son Aeson as successor to the throne.
That is true.
But when Cretheus died, Aeson did not become king. His younger brother Peleus did.
Also true.
Peleus killed his brother Aeson so he could wear the crown. And he tried to kill the son of Aeson too, who's just a baby.
Yes, it was a terrible thing.
But the baby was saved by Hera, queen of the gods, who spirited the child away to Mount Pelion, here. It goes on to say the child's name was Jason. And look, the rest of the book is just empty pages, as if
it was waiting to be written.
Chiron, am I the Jason from the story?
You are.
Then King Pelias of Iolcus
Is your uncle.
and Aeson, the brother he murdered?
Was your father.
Wow, then I should be king. And instead, I'm a poor shepherd being raised by a talking horse.
Not a horse, Jason. Keep trying to tell
It is my destiny to be king. Chiron, it is my duty to avenge my murdered father, but I don't know where to begin.
Nearly 20 years ago, when Hera herself appeared to me in all her glory and asked me to take care of you, she said that when you become a man, she would favor you in regaining your birthright. You must sacrifice an animal to her, then set off for Iolcus. Truly the queen of the gods will guide you on your quest.
Sacrifice an animal, you say?
Like a goat, Jason, a goat.
Of course, a goat.
But prepare yourself for me and your god, young man, for no mortal can understand the ways of the gods.
And so after making the proper sacrifice to Hera, Jason set off for Iolcus. But as he was preparing to cross the river Anaris, he met a mysterious stranger.
Greetings, young man. What might a fine youth like yourself be off to on this fine day?
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Jason, and I'm going to Iolcus to speak with the king.
King Pelias. I'd tread carefully there. That man has a temper like my husband. I mean Zeus. But fine manners like that will get you far, young man. Now I too am on my way to Iolcus, but I'm sure I'd be swept away if I were to cross the river alone. Could you help me?
Sure. I bet you're just light as a feather. Just hop on.
You won't regret this, young man. Now off we go.
Happy to help, ma'am. What's wrong with me? I've never missed leg day.
Almost there.
Oh no, my sandal!
Well done. Truly you've become all I hoped you would be. Now, young Jason, it is time to fulfill your destiny. From the day that evil King Pelias slew your mother within the sanctuary of my temple, his days have been numbered. I, Hera, queen of the gods, saved your life that day for one reason, so that justice would one day be done. Now go forth and kick his keister out of that throne.
Your wish is my command. Oh, great one.
And so Jason approached the palace of King Pelias, ready to do whatever it would take to claim his birthright.
I've come to see the king. I demand to see the king. I am the king, young rapscallion, and who are you to... Why are you wearing only one sandal? Oh, that? I lost it in the river. Is it better if I go barefoot? Oh, never mind. It's only one of the prophecies and not the worst one. Anyway, tell us your name, young stranger. I am no stranger to you, or at least I shouldn't be. I am Jason, son of Aeson, your brother. Galloping Gorgons. What was my horoscope today? So, oh Jason, son of Aeson, I suppose you would like, you're here to reclaim my kingdom. Oh, gee, oh, thanks, uncle. Gee, not so fast, not so fast. Are you even suited for the rule of a kingdom, callow youth? Let me test you. If it was prophesied that a man wearing only one sandal it someday he demand your kingdom, what would you do? Maybe I'd try to get rid of him. Maybe discredit him. Yes, but how? In exchange for the kingdom, I'd dare him to do something that I knew that cannot be done. Out of pride, he would have to accept the challenge, not realizing that it would lead to failure or death. That's not bad, Jason. All right. You have your. I will hand over my kingdom if you will but restore to the people of Iolcus our greatest treasure, the golden fleece. And so I shall.
Oh my God.
And thus was born the greatest quest from such a sordid thing, the ill-willed challenge of a desperate king. At once, Jason made the proper sacrifice to Hera and called upon the goddess to appear.
Queen of the gods, it is I, Jason. Hera most holy, I made sacrifice to thee. I seek thy counsel.
Huh? Oh, Jason.
Yes, O sacred king, I call upon you as you bid.
What? Oh, sorry. So what's up?
King Peleus challenged me with a quest.
Figures, a duel, a quest. I knew it'd be something like that. So what do you have to do?
I merely have to retrieve something called the Golden Fleece.
The Golden Fleece? That Peleus is more clever than I thought.
Actually, it was my idea.
What? Don't you see, Jason? Don't you see why we gods don't like to get involved with mortals? Do you see how aggravating it is?
What is the Golden Fleece, O Holy One?
Oh, it's a long story. It's a whole other myth. You see, there was this golden ram that flew away one day.
A flying ram?
Yeah, you think that'd be just as interesting as its fleece being made of pure gold, but no. People only cared about the money angle. Tells you something about mortals. Anyway, the ram ended up getting sacrificed on an altar, and now its fleece hangs on the branch of a tree.
That seems simple.
At the end of the world.
That sounds far.
In the land of magic and monsters.
That's not good.
Where it's guarded by a giant man-eating serpent.
So, you're saying that this quest idea isn't so hot?
It's a disaster. You're in a real jam, Jason. You need help, more than I can give.
What should I do?
I suggest you hold a contest of strength and skill that will attract the greatest champions of Greece. The winners will be your crew. Meanwhile, look up a guy named Argus and get him to build your ship. He's expensive, but you'll get what you paid for, and you need something really top-notch. Next, are you writing all this down?
Should I be?
Didn't that centaur teach you to take notes? Anyway, once you have your ship and your crew, sail off to a small uncharted island off the Bithynian coast. There you'll meet old King Phineas. He knows where the fleece is and he knows how to get there. He practically knows everything for all the good it's done him. Now look, I've got to get going or I'll be late for the ambrosia tasting tonight. But don't worry, you'll do fine. Get a move on, Jason. Good luck. You'll need it.
Jason followed Hera's advice and arranged for a great contest to be held in Iolcus. As the goddess foresaw, the greatest champions of Greece vied for the honor of a place aboard the Argo and a chance to take part in the most daring quest ever conceived. At the end of the games, the winner stepped up to accept their honors.
And now it is my pleasure to introduce to you the winners of our contest. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Argonauts! First, from Arcadia, raised by bears, faster than any man, finest huntress in all the land, Atalanta! Next, son of Althea, slayer of the Caledonian boar. Though there's nothing boring about him, it's Meleager! The sons of Leda and Zeus himself, those wild and crazy brothers, you know who I'm talking about, Castor and Pollux! Born from the river god Asopus, now the princess of Thebes. Give it up for Antiope! Descendant from Ares, god of war, the one and only queen of the Amazons. They don't come much tougher than this, folks, in politics! You may know him for his hits like Athens and My Mines and Oedipus Rocks, but however you'll know he keep the beat on board the Argo. The master of the classical world himself, Orpheus! And of course, born at Mount Olympus, favored by the gods, son of Zeus himself, and all around just a great guy, the world's strongest man. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Hercules! And last, well, maybe least, it's Hercules' squire, Hylas.
truly proves we're somehow eyeless, everyone! People of Greece, let's give a hand to the greatest crew of heroes ever assembled, to sail the greatest ship ever built, to take on the greatest quest ever imagined, all under the command of Jason!
Jason the orphan, Jason the shepherd. Was he a great champion like the others? No. Was he a seasoned warrior? No. He was a young man, little more than a boy, facing an almost hopeless challenge. But did that stop him?
Shh.
What could he hope for but bitter defeat, or a gruesome death, or worse?
Worse?
Eternal agonizing torture at the hands of the gods, who we all know despise proud mortals, yet did this shake his courage for even a moment?
Well, now that you mention it,
No. In the face of all this, Jason's heart remained strong and true, for he knew he was the only Argonaut whom fate had chosen. There is no turning back now. Quest for the Golden Fleece. Jason led them aboard the Argo and set sail for danger, adventure, and eternal glory. But the winds proved fickle, and so our heroes worked the oars for many a long hour under the blazing Aegean sun.
keep at it, rowers. Put your butts into it. Backs. Put your backs into it. That's what I meant.
I know, sir.
Orpheus, give the crew a song to lend heart to their labor. Hey, Orpheus, we're Greeks, not Romans.
Row, brothers.
That's no better. Half of us are women. Yeah, what about us? Typical man.
Row, people, row, people, make the Argo go. People, Jason on his quest must go, so let his people row. Row down, Jason, way out in the land of coaches. Tell old Aeetes to let him have the fleece.
Think it'll be a long voyage, Captain?
Oh, it will definitely be a long voyage.
And a long voyage it was. They rowed the Argo through stormy surf, skirting the coast, past the headland. By morning, they beheld the distant heights of Mount Olympus, but the fair wind deserted them by sundown, so they bent their backs again. And rowed the Argo ashore for an evening's rest on the island of Lemnos.
The island of stinky women.
Indeed, the women of the island of Lemnos had been cursed by Aphrodite herself.
Hey, wow. So many things have happened on a quest, huh? Maybe the Isle of Lemnos isn't the most important part to tell everyone about. What about the part where we saved poor King Phineas?
Hey, telling a story here, but yes, perhaps we should fast forward a bit. Yes, after their restful interval on the island of Lemnos, Jason and his Argonauts returned to the Argo and continued on their quest. And at last, arriving at a small uncharted island near where Jason and his Argonauts would find old King Phineas. Phineas was blessed with the gift of prophecy, but his generous use of that gift brought the wrath of Zeus upon him. Zeus plagued him with a pair of harpies, wicked vixens who stole Phineas's food, keeping their victim ever on the edge of starvation.
Oh, why isn't Phineas? Yes, it isn't Phineas. Okay.
Is it lunchtime already? What's on the menu today?
Oh, that's mine. Leave it alone. I'll answer this. Stop! Don't touch that. Trooper, it's your lie. You have any pickles? Oh, icky, nasty mustard. Blech. Well, thanks for lunch, Rudy. Yes, thanks for lunch. We'll be back for dinner.
That was perfectly good corned beef.
What? What?
What's on your mind, young fella? You're staring.
Oh, sorry. I am Jason, son of Aeson, captain of the Argonauts. Me and my crew have sailed for many leagues.
I know who you are, Jason, son of Aeson. I'm a prophet for Chronos' sake. I know almost everything, except for where my next meal's coming from. Did you see what I had to put up with here? Did you see those nasty harpies and what they did to my meal? And what they did to my corned beef? And that's just every day. I'm starving here.
Oh, really?
Oh, what, this? It's the sweets. The harpies don't touch them, so that's all I get. Just desserts. That's Zeus's big joke on me. Does that sound healthy to you?
Well, no. And I'm truly sorry for your problem. But see, I'm kind of in a time crunch here. And the Queen of the Gods promised that you would help us on our quest. So, Phineas, could you just tell us how to get past clashing rocks?
Not so fast. Not so fast. What? So I should help you out for nothing? There you go, sailing off on your grand quest for glory and riches. While I sit here being tormented by these harpies. What am I? Chopped liver? I could go for some chopped liver, but with these harpies, not a chance.
But without your help, we'll never succeed on our quest.
Ah, such a hard life you live. So full of disappointment. So you don't get your golden fleece and your name up in the lights? At least you can sit down and enjoy a nice pastrami sandwich. Or maybe a juicy Philly cheesesteak. Or maybe a chicken bacon ranch with avocado. Not too much avocado.
All right. What can we do for you to get you to help us on our quest?
Oh, me? Don't worry about me. My life is perfect. What do I have to complain about? Except for these godforsaken harpies making me crazy. What do you think I've been talking about this whole time? Get rid of these dang harpies. Maybe we can talk about your little quest. Now leave me alone. It's time for my nap.
We have an idea.
Forming in our head.
Whose head? What's the difference? But it might be a way.
To capture the harpies.
All right, what's your plan?
The next day.
What a nice day to sit down and enjoy a nice lunch. And what such good food I have today. I sure hope I won't be bothered by those harpies.
I smell food. I smell food too. I like Mike's picnic. I like to pick at his picnic. She likes to pick at your picnic. Isn't she funny?
Yeah, such a laugh riot.
What does it mean today?
Go ahead. I can't fight you anymore.
Nice day for a stroll, wouldn't you say? Good day, lady.
Oh, harpies.
I can't run.
What do you think? Did we get him?
Yup, we got them. They're locked in a bird cage. That's right, guys.
Wow, such good boys you are. I knew you could do it.
Thanks, I guess. The harpies are your pets now, Phineas. You wouldn't want to risk offending Zeus.
Okay, Phineas, we've done our part. Now look into the future. What do you see? What will become our request?
I see glory for all the Argonauts. You'll be remembered. Don't you worry. Far, far in the future, thousands of years from now, I see the name of your ship emblazoned on a box of cornstarch. Does that make sense to you?
Cornstarch? What's cornstarch?
Hercules, where's Hercules? Has any of you seen him?
He's not here. Probably off with Hyla somewhere.
I haven't seen him either. They're missing. They're not at the ship. They're not anywhere.
Phineas, do you know what Hercules is?
Oh, the big guy with muscles and not so much up here? He's gone.
Gone? What do you mean gone?
Gone! Gone for your quest, I'll tell ya. His friend, what's his name? Hylas? He got into some trouble with some water nymphs. Ha! Big mistake, I'll tell ya. Once you step into their world, it's sayonara. You're never coming back. Me? I don't get near him.
But what about Hercules?
Well, he went off to go find Hylas. Ha! Fat chance. But don't you worry, the gods have big plans for him. Something in organized labor? Anyway, you have bigger fish to fry.
What are you saying?
We can't just...
Go on without Hercules.
We have to. It's what the gods have decreed.
You just want all the glory. That's what it is.
What do you mean?
With Hercules along, everybody would give him the credit instead of you. They say, of course you succeeded on your quest. You had Hercules to do everything for you.
She's right.
He's glad to get rid of Hercules, so when we come home with the prize, he won't have to share his glory.
You speak as if we'll succeed on our quest.
Well, yeah.
So you think we'll get the golden fleece?
Sure I do.
Even without Hercules?
Well, maybe.
Then why do we need him? If we achieve our quest, it won't be because of Hercules, or even be because of me. It'll be because of you, Hippolyta, and you, Antiope, and you, and all of us together. We're all champions, a team of heroes. No one matters more than another. As long as we stick together, no one stands in another's shadow. What do you say, Argonauts? Shall we face our destiny together?
Yeah!
Then let's get back to the ship and get to work. Glory awaits us, my friends.
Yeah!
Well, good for you, Jason. Good for you. I'm glad you're taking this so well.
Are you kidding me? Lose Hercules now? Oh, what? How are we going to get past the clashing rocks? How are we going to get past the giant man-eating serpent? Oh, we're all doomed. Oh, why did I ever choose to go on this hopeless suicide?
Like I said, I'm glad you're taking this so well. Listen, my young friend, I got some things to tell you. You want your golden fleece? Well, I know where you can find it. And not only that, I'm going to tell you how to get past those nasty clashing rocks. It's easy. Well, you got to be fast. But I suspect you're good at that when things get dangerous, eh? There now, such a good-looking boy when you smile. Now pull yourself together and let me tell you about those clashing rocks. It's easy. What you're gonna need is a bird.
A bird?
That's right. Preferably a dove. A seagull, too small. Or a seagull, too slow. A sparrow, too small. But a dove, that would be just right.
Armed with the wisdom of old King Phineas, Jason led his hardy crew back to the Argo, piloting the ship towards their next fearful challenge, the dreaded clashing rocks. Monstrous, mindless monoliths that moved by magic through the murk to mash any mariner who made their way to someplace starting with them. No ship had faced this challenge and survived. Now, Jason was no ordinary man, and the Argo no ordinary ship. Yet, it would take more than speed and daring to defeat the clashing rocks. It would take a bird, a dove, ever the symbol of hope. Following Phineas's advice, Jason released the bird and sent it flying at breakneck speed into the fatal chasm. It flew with all its might as the rocks began to close upon it, closing, clamping shut, like the jaws of some monstrous beast. But too late. Oh wait, no. But at the last moment, the little bird made its escape, losing only a few tail feathers to the ocean's hunger. And so the rocks, like disappointed harpies left unfed, began to draw apart once more, to stand agape, to awaiting their next meal. It was then that the desperate race began. Heartened by the good omen, Jason gave the order, and as the rocks yawned apart, the ship skimmed across the water. Faster and faster they rowed, desperate to clear the rocks before they closed once more. And those rocks, sensing their quarry's approach, reversed direction, aiming to smash the Argo between their stony teeth. But too late! They closed with a thunderous crash, tasting not by the very tip of the Argo's rudder. And ever after, the clashing rocks were still, defeated by Jason and the Argonauts. And so, for all the world, the passage was at last laid open to the Black Sea and the mystical land on its northern shore, the legendary resting place of the Golden Fleece. There, Jason would meet his hardest challenge yet, for on the land beyond the sea, there dwelt a heart blackened by hatred. The very soul of malice, the mistress of evil enchantments, Medea.
They say a warrior from Greece will come to steal our golden fleece. Let him come, let him try. Black magic lies in wait for him. Hell opens wide its gates for him. For shall I tell you what I plan to do?
Don't bother, we'll save that for Act 2.
Hey!
Act 2? Let's see. The Argonauts, Lemnos, Harpies, King Phineas, Flashing Rocks, Medea. Here we are. Jason and the Argonauts battled brutal weather and attacked by scurvy pirates, but they persevered across the Black Sea, at last making landfall on the shores of Colchis.
Leaving the Argonauts with the ship, Jason made his way alone into the dark, forbidding castle of King Aeetes. Thus he found himself once again standing before a monarch who possessed that which he sought to own. As he told the ancient king of his long journey, they were joined by another, a dark presence, but one in which Jason saw only the fairest face he'd ever known.
Oh, I'm so glad you could join us. This is my granddaughter Medea, and this is a young traveler named Jordan.
Jason.
Let me again bid you welcome to our humble kingdom. If there is anything we can do to comfort you after your long travail, you need only ask.
I'd like the golden fleece, please.
Not so fast, not so fast. Although I like a man who knows what he wants. You've only just got here. And we have so few visitors from the outside world. We simply want to enjoy your company for a while.
Oh, it's just that I was really hoping to get the fleece and get back to my crew.
Your crew?
Yes, back at the ship.
Your ship? But how did you get past the flashing rocks?
Oh, we took care of those for you. You won't ever have to worry about those things clashing on anyone again.
What? How dare you do us such kindness?
What's that, Medea? What did he say?
He said he fixed the clashing rocks for us, Grandfather.
Oh, why, thank you, Jameson.
Jason, but that was close.
Yes, thank you. I must find a way to show you how strongly I feel about what you've done.
No, that's okay.
No, I insist.
In case the golden fleece would be a very good way to repay me.
That's very true.
No, the fleece is too grand a prize. For that, our young warrior must perform a greater task.
Perhaps you're right.
Very well. O King, I will do your bidding.
Well, let's see. I've always wanted a nice garden out behind the palace. Some vegetable beds, maybe some native pollinators, and I've always loved dahlias.
Grandfather, I don't think...
Yes, I would like you to plant me a garden, Jeffrey.
Jason.
Grandfather, that task is too easy.
Oh, it can be very hard on your back and your knees. No, I have decided. Young man, you have your task.
Very well.
Fine. You shall yoke a pair of bulls and sow the seeds I give you. But you must harvest the crop before the day's end.
But that's impossible.
Yes, that's much too soon, dear.
Now, Grandfather, an extraordinary warrior such as this must have a challenge worthy of his brilliance. Anything less would be an insult.
I don't mind being insulted.
And wouldn't it be nice to have fresh vegetables by tomorrow?
Why, yes, that would be nice.
Very well. Your task is before you. Return tomorrow ready to work the fields. Just think, Jason. One more miracle and the golden fleece is yours.
Right.
How could Jason make a garden grow in a single day? With nowhere else to turn, he called upon the goddess Hera one last time.
So, what do you think of Medea?
I think she kind of likes me.
Actually, Jason, she wants you dead. In fact, she's playing your death so well, it's almost a sure thing. You're supposed to yoke a pair of bulls, right?
Yeah, but I can handle livestock. My teacher was livestock. I'm not afraid of bulls.
Bulls who shoot flames out of their nostrils.
Flames like fire flames?
Medea has bred fire-breathing bulls. They'll burn you to a crisp as soon as you get near them.
And Hero's worrying about getting the crops to grow in a single day.
Surprisingly, that's the easy part. You won't be sowing regular seeds, you know. You'll be sowing dragon's teeth. Do you know what pops up when you plant dragon's teeth?
Do I want to know?
No. But luckily, you'll be incinerated by the fire-breathing bulls right away, so you won't have to worry about the dragon's teeth.
That's lucky?
You're in a tight spot here, Jason. I don't know if I can help you out with this one. That Medea, her witchcraft is so formidable. No other mortal can cast a spell like her. Only Medea herself could. Wait a minute, that's it. It's so obvious. Hey, Medea isn't bad looking, is she?
She's beautiful.
Then you wouldn't mind having her as a girlfriend.
Well, no. Except that she wants to murder me.
No relationship is perfect, Jason. Now, in my opinion, you and Medea would make a lovely couple. And I know just a little matchmaker who can do it. Great, problem solved. Now look, sweetie, I've got to get going, but believe me, you'll do great. With your new girlfriend, you won't be needing me anymore.
Back at the castle, Medea continued to weave her web of cunning and trickery, but a certain adorable flying baby of the gods was about to change her life forever.
What is this? Our foolish old grandfather plans to give the fleece to some Greek?
Not to worry, sister. The Greek will not survive the challenges he will face today.
But what if his crew?
Ah, yes. They will mourn their fallen captain tonight.
and then like see Tracy at dawn.
This cannot be. Jason's funeral rites shall serve as their own as well. Tomorrow night, when the moon is dark, order the guards to murder them in their sleep.
It shall be done.
Everything shall happen as I have planned. Nothing stands in my way. I defy the gods. I defy the prophecies. The golden fleece is ours and no one shall ever take it hence. Certainly not this Jason. What a pathetic excuse for a man. Although he did manage to get past the clashing rocks. But his luck has finally run aground. I'll make him wish he was never born. I'll laugh at the agony I see in his eyes. I'll mock him as he takes his last putrid breath. My plan is perfect. Nothing remains except to save him! Oh, my life! Oh, my love! What'll I do? I've got to save my darling Jason!
Jason was awakened the next morning by a surprising visitor, none other than Medea. Now a woman transformed who smothered him with kisses and begged his forgiveness, pledging her undying love and warning him of the trials he faced that day. The first, of course, was the challenge of harnessing the deadly bulls of Colchis, creatures she had created with powerful spells that could not be undone. Since Medea could not take away the monster's fiery breath, she gave her love a magic ointment to rub on his skin to protect him from the hellish flames.
SPF 50,000?
With Medea's help, the master of the bulls plowed the field and sowed the strange white seeds, which were not seeds at all, but cursed dragon seeds. And just as the goddess had foretold, those seeds buried in the soil at once drew a deathly life from out of the earth. And there, before Jason's eyes, a living nightmare emerged from the ground. A soulless army of ghouls bent on destruction. Unarmed, facing certain death, Jason nevertheless stood his ground. Meanwhile, from hiding place, Medea cast first one stone, then another at the dragon-tooth soldiers. Each soldier thought they had been struck by one of their own, venting their love for battle on their own kind until the field was littered with bones.
Jason! Jason, my love, are you all right?
What? Skeletons rising from the earth. Medea, what happened?
You were magnificent, my love.
I was?
You feigned death to fool those creatures. They were born to kill, so they could only kill each other.
I did?
You're brilliant.
I am?
You are, my love, you are.
Wow, I gotta try fainting more often.
But there's no time to waste. We've got to get the golden fleece and get out of here. What in the world?
What do you do, blow up a cemetery?
Never mind that. We gotta get the golden fleece and get out of here.
Who's she?
Don't worry, you can trust her. We gotta get the golden fleece and get out of here.
Why?
Because the guards were given orders to kill you all later tonight.
Who gave that order? The nice old man with fluffy slippers?
No, actually, I gave that order. Oops. What? I'm sorry, my love. It seemed like the right thing to do at the time. But no use arguing now. We've got to get the fleece and get back to the ship.
Right, but what about the giant man-eating serpent that guards it?
Yeah, that's a problem. The only way to get past her is to get her to fall asleep. A lullaby might work.
Orpheus, what would a giant snake like? What kind of music would a giant snake like? Scales? Hilarious. Come on, we need a snake lullaby. Can you give us one?
All right, I'll give it a shot.
Serpent sleep, rest your eyes and disentize your tired mind. Speaking metaphorically, so sleep, so
Argonauts made off that night with their prize and set sail from the shores of Colchis. The gods favored them with following storms that prevented King Aeetes' soldiers from giving chase.
Back in Iolcus, King Peleus had nearly forgotten about Jason, sure that he was long dead. In his wildest dreams, he never imagined that young Jason would return to the shores of Thessaly, but return he did. A shepherd boy no longer, but a man and a leader, tested by trials, hardened by adversity, and ready to stake his claim to the throne of Iolcus.
Uncle Peleus, it is I, Jason, return to my kingdom. Hello, nephew. I must confess, I didn't expect to see you again. But let me remind you, your quest was not simply to go back and come back again. And there's a certain prize you were meant to bring back? Oh, and I've brought many treasures from the myriad islands and kingdoms we visited along the way. As impressive as all this is, none of these things will serve as the key to my kingdom. Oh, and there's this one other unusual artifact, the golden fleece.
He did it. He was supposed to be dead.
The
Oh my God.
That's quite lovely. And if you leave these things with me, you'll have my thanks, and you can be on your way. But, Uncle, the fleece is the price of your throne. The price of my... Oh no. I believe there's been a grave mistake. I didn't say the golden fleece, I said the golden geese. Yes, a magnificent flock of birds. They live on an island far away, guarded by a million-headed dragon or something like that. Now, if you'll please leave. No, Uncle, no more quests. I'm here to claim my rightful throne. You have no right. True! I only have wrongs. Wrongs done to me and my mother and my father. But if this fleece is valueless, so be it. The only true quest is the quest for justice, and that quest ends here. I challenge you to a single-on combat on the field of honor. Tomorrow, before all, when Helios rides out of the zenith. Argonauts with me. Tomorrow, fly ye hence or stand your ground, for only once one of us will wear the crown. And that will be me. Yeah, okay, buddy. Sure, buddy.
Slept easily that night, confident in his cause, but there was little sleep within the palace. The daughters of the king, Alcestis and Asteropia, were beside themselves with worry. How could their aging father vanquish this young challenger? In desperation, they slipped out of the city to meet secretly with Medea, the strange sorceress from the east who had passed them a note, promising them a way to save their father's throne.
How can you help our father against Jason, and why should you?
You're set to marry him tomorrow and become his queen.
And your father is the only man who can spare me that fate. Think not that I love Jason. How could I? He kidnapped me from my home and stole away our family's most precious treasure. I pretend to favor him only to save my own life. Believe me, I want to be rid of Jason as much as you do.
But what hope do we have in his youth? Our father could have won this contest easily, but how he's old and weak, while Jason is young and strong.
It's a simple matter to make your father young again. This potion will do the trick.
This potion, it will turn back time and make our father young again?
Oh yes, the old euthanizer never fails. Although I do admit, it is a rather nasty process.
Nasty process? Does he not just simply drink it?
Not quite. You stir it into a pot of boiling water like this one, and then you put your father into it.
And boiling water? We could never get him to do that.
Nasty indeed.
Oh, and that's not the nasty part. You have to chop him up first.
Impossible! Never!
Ah, yes. I feared you would be cowards when it came down to it. Fine. I guess Jason will be the one to chop our father. Father into ribbons tomorrow.
But could you not provide some proof that this potion works as you say?
Well, let's see. Ah, here we go. All right, who wants to do the honors? No? All right, I'll take care of it. All right, that should do it. Here we go. Double, double, toil and trouble. Fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Does that spell make it work?
No, it just makes it spookier and more fun. Can't remember where I got that. Anyway, that should do it. All right, little lamb, you can come on out.
Ye gods! It actually works!
Of course it does.
Then we'll do it. Oh, how can we thank you, Medea? Our father's kingdom will be saved.
Bless you, Medea, and bless you, little lamb.
Yes, bless you, little lamb. And bless you too, old ram. You can come on out. Is it not a wonder what desperate fools will believe?
The next morning came, as next mornings do, the sun rising over a slumbering world. But the sun did not rise for King Peleus, whose daughters had followed Medea's recipe of deceit, and thus the final prophecy fulfilled, that Peleus would die in the hands of those who shared his blood. But ever after, the two daughters told all that their father had run away in fear, taking their dark secrets to their grave. And so it came to pass that no more battles, no more bloodshed came to await young Jason that morning. His only challenge was that of being a king and building a life with his loving wife.
I just can't believe it. No more obstacles. I'm king.
Like a dream come true?
Yes, it does seem a bit like a dream. It's just funny that my uncle just disappearing like that.
I'm sure when he thought of facing you in combat, my love, he just went to pieces.
But no one seems to mind. It seems like the whole city has turned out for my coronation.
And our wedding.
Look, even the old king's daughters are here. They seem upset, but at least they're taking part. I heard they're catering the reception.
Really? Don't eat the soup.
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
And so we come to the end of our tale. Iolcus at last had her rightful king, and Jason, with his loving queen at his side, proved a shepherd to his people, ruling them wisely and well. And so, ye fates, it must be our lot to suffer age and time to cloud all thought. Yet we pray that this tale never be forgot, of charmed love and desperate battles fought, of courage found and golden prizes sought, of honor and eternal glory wrought by Jason, the courageous Argonauts.